I'm Grace.
So let's get started.
I'm a recipe blogger, family-taught home chef,
Cheers.
Cheers.
iPhone-only photographer, and proud New Englander. Never have another dry scone again with these ultra-moist and tender blueberry scones. Just call me the scone lady because I'm gonna show you how to make the most moist and delicious blueberry scones you'll ever have in your life, and they are easy to make, which is a bonus. We have all-purpose flour, and we're just gonna mix some dry ingredients together. We have some baking powder, which is gonna help our scones rise and be puffy and fluffy. I have some sugar, and scones usually are more on the savory side. They're not typically traditionally very sweet, so I'm just adding a little sugar in there. And then I have a pinch of salt for more flavor. Look at this. It's stuck, it's magic. And you're gonna use a handy dandy whisk, and you're just gonna whisk those dry ingredients together until they're nicely combined. What would scones be without butter, baby? So open up your stick of butter, and this is the trick of the trade. You're gonna take a knife, and you're just gonna slice the stick down the middle, and this is cold butter. It's very important that it's cold. And just chunk it up into little pieces. Now, you just want to add those little pieces right into your flour. Try to separate them a little bit. And if you have a pastry cutter, you want to use it. If you don't have one of these guys, you want to use a fork, and you're going to cut the butter, the cold butter, into your flour mixture until the butter's in tiny little pieces. And this is what I mean. Little tiny pieces of butter mixed in. Set that aside, and we're gonna do our wet ingredients. Starting with an egg. Pop it in a bowl. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Excuse me, pardon. Next up, heavy cream, and it's important that it's heavy cream because it's gonna add rich flavor and make your scones really tender. And a little bit of vanilla, because vanilla makes everything better. And same routine, we're gonna take our whisk and whisk this together. And just like most baking recipes, then you're going to add your dry ingredients into your wet. My husband told me to say, party time. Add the blueberries. Add your blueberries in. If you like a lot, you can add a lot. And mix your dough. Is it called dough? I don't know. Dough, batter, together until it's just combined. It should be a little bit dry and crumbly, but you should be able to form a nice ball. I just plopped my dough right onto the working surface. And I'm just going to form the dough into a nice round that's about an inch thick. So just gently pat it down. You don't want to overwork it, but you should be able to form it into a nice disc. I have my inch thick disc here. And again, that dough is gonna be a little hard to work with because it's a little sticky and it's also a little dry, but it shouldn't be so sticky that you can't work with it. And what I'm gonna do is now form my scones. So I'm gonna cut the disc in half, and this makes about 6 scones. So if you cut the disc in half gently, then you wanna cut your half into 3 pieces, and you can kind of eyeball it. But what I like to do is before I cut right into the dough, you can kind of make a little gentle line and then another gentle line just to make sure before you cut through that your scones are about the same size. And that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna slice them up. All right, we're getting close. I have my baking sheet lined with parchment paper so our scones don't stick. And I'm gonna grab one of my scones, and you have to be gentle because they're breakable. And just very gently remove them from our disc one by one and place on our lined baking sheet, and you can kind of pinch together any pieces that fall off. The key to delicious scones is brushing them right before they go in the oven with a little bit of cold cream, heavy cream again, but just a little brush will help them have a nice, delicious golden brown top, get it crusty, but stay moist on the inside. Totally optional, but I like that little sugary crunch on the top of my muffins and scones. So what you can do is just take some turbinado sugar, which is that coarse sugar, and just do like a little sprinkle on top. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Bake time. They smell so good, and I'm almost drooling thinking about eating them. So you can either just dig in now, or you can do a little simple glaze on the top, either a lemon glaze, or I like a vanilla glaze, which is really easy. You just take powdered sugar, a splash of vanilla extract, and a splash of water. Mix it together and you'll get a little glaze. Woo, perfection. And you can take a teaspoon, and I just like to have fun with it. You can do little swirls, zigzags, however much or little that you like. I like a moderate amount, so I'm gonna go for it. I have been waiting for this moment. Let me eat. Ooh, it's a big one. Those have got to be the most tender, delicious scones I've ever had. Check it out on tastefullygrace.com. You won't regret it. Get in my belly. Color coordination.